Real YouTubers play VGC. I am finally back from the dead. Bro, dude, do the C, fuck, motherfucker. Holy shit. Okay, this is a little hard on phone, but yeah. What's up, fellow gamers? Super Christo64 here, and I am back. I am not dead, guys. I'm not dead. You don't have to worry anymore. If you even give a fuck anymore, if we're being honest. But yeah, I'm back. And I'm on mobile now because I have a high-end phone that I can record to, and Champions is out on mobile, which is really fucking convenient if I'm being honest. So yeah, from this point on I'm gonna do all my Champions content on mobile because it's just more convenient than bringing my very expensive console to my dustiest room to get filled with dust. So yeah, but yeah, welcome to my draft analysis for the CMM Mudkip division, which is the VGC division. So yeah, the in-game one. So yeah, we're here. We are finally back with a format I would have never expected to even play at all in my lifetime, for being honest. Like, of course, I also started playing VGC in Champions. Before that I was really scared to get in the format because it seems a bit too brutal, like from a 6v6 singles player perspective, but it's been really fun and I've gotten much better at the format, if I do say so myself. But yeah, let's get to the analysis. So this is a draft where there's 10 players and we all have 100 points each to spend on mons, on 10 mons specifically, which is really restrictive, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So yeah, I was like number 6 or 7 on the fucking draft order.
6, 7.
Yeah, we are here. So yeah, first off, as you see, we have an OG of this channel, our UPA Season 2 champion, our franchise player, Kendrick Nunn, cause ain't none better. The male Basque Legion, because in this you can only draft one Basque Legion, you cannot use both. This is a mon that needs no introduction, just like with singles, it does the exact same thing. It fucking comes in the endgame, it clicks our suspects and things die. Because this thing is extremely fucking powerful and very unfair in my opinion. But yeah, this has a great speed tier for VGC because it can work with Tailwind, it can work under Trick Room, it can run a Choice Scarf and still outspeed things, and it has also really nice bulk. Like, its bulk is much better than people give it credit for. Next up, I wanted to go with a double mode. There's something like I really wanted and I didn't want to chance getting sniped, so I picked it round 2, and that's Mouse Hold. Now, this mon is honestly pretty busted. I've done some friend guard calcs for week 1, like prepping for week 1. This is disgusting. Like, so things live attacks that they should never live. Like, it should not be understated how fucking ridiculous friend guard is as an ability. Like, oh my god. But yeah, mouse hold redirects attacks into itself. It is really fast. It has other amazing utility outside of follow me, like of course Super Fang to get a fixed half damage on an opposing Pokemon 90% of the time. It has Helping Hand that boosts your allies' damage output. It has Taunt to stop shenanigans from other mons. It has things like After You that help slower teammates move first, and so on. It has a lot of things. And now in Regulation NB it also got back Wide Lens, which means I can run Population Bomb if I want, which is really neat. Also, this mon is like, by itself, it's much bulkier than its stats may show. Like, if you invest a lot in its bulk, it can live things you'd never expect it to live by itself. Like, this mon is an absolute unit. I mean, it quite literally is a unit. It has 4 motherfuckers in it. But yeah, next up we got, of course, the pairing that we all know. With Mouse Hold, there's a Gardevoir. And that Gardevoir is obviously a Mega. So yeah, shoutouts to Dashing Sceptile for hunting this shiny in ZA and sending it to me. I hunted the Regidrago for Beast Balls to get that, so I shouldn't be thanking him. But anyways, yeah. This works obviously very well with Mouse Hold because Friend Guard makes this thing pretty much fucking unkillable. Most of the moves it's weak to are single target attacks, which Mouse can be direct. Some of them Mouse is also immune. It allows Gardevoir to set up a Calm Mind or get up a Trick Room for the rest of the team. It is like really nice, and of course Hyper Voice hits like a fucking train because this thing has 160 base special attack, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous, and it has really good coverage for most things that resist Hyper Voice and Psychic. So yeah, that's Gardevoir. And moving on, in round 4 I wanted Corviknight for Tailwind, but I got unfortunately sniped. That snipe really hurt my plans, to be honest, because as you will see later on, my team is pretty ground weak and my Tailwind setter is not so reliable in getting up Tailwind specifically. But yeah, next up I got Incineroar, which I am really shocked it made it into round 4, because does this mon need any introduction? Like, yeah, it did lose Knockoff, it did lose U-Turn, it doesn't have Assault Vest in the game right now, but it's still a fucking Incineroar. It comes in, it intimidates things, it eats hits for breakfast, it goes for fake out, disrupt opponents, it is really strong, it has an amazing offensive and defensive typing, it has great coverage, it has amazing utility in moves like Taunt, Helping Hand, and Parting Shot to weaken opponents and switch out. So like, because like losing U-Turn isn't that big of a deal because it still has Parting Shot. Although when AV comes back, it's not gonna be able to pivot anymore, which sucks, but it's fine. I mean, this mon is broken anyways, even with all the nerfs, so I'm really glad to have him in the team. Fake Out can really help Gardevoir set up or get a Trick Room, and alongside other things in my team, like Komo over here, which was 11 points, which I found to be pretty disgusting and disrespectful, considering how bulky and strong this thing is. The amount of coverage it has, it is absolutely unreal. It has amazing abilities, of course, in Soundproof, which makes me immune to like Pixelate Hyper Voices, Parting Shots, and things like that, and Roar, of course, because this mon is gonna set up a lot of times, so it doesn't like getting roared out. Bulletproof, that has me take Shadow Ball, like not take Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, and other things like that, and most importantly, it has Overcoat, which ignores Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, and Rage Powder, which is one of the biggest ones. There's a lot of options with this mon. It can be special, it can be physical, yada yada yada. But yeah, next up I needed the Tailwind, and since I couldn't get Corviknight, I had to get, I wouldn't say the light version, but here's Scissor. Now, yeah, this mon is really great. It's really strong, it has great coverage, its typing is obviously absolutely amazing, but I mean, I'm not so sure it's the best Tailwind setter, but we'll make it work. I mean, at worst, this thing can get a really strong hit and trade positively into other mons, which of course is a big deal in VGC. And it also has, of course, other tools like Feint to break Protect, or Wide Guard for Gardevoir, like that's the biggest one. Being able to break Wide Guard for the guy that spams Hyper Voice is obviously a pretty huge deal. Next up, I needed a ground type, and I wanted Mudsdale really bad, because it works exceptionally well with Muscle with a beat-up or Population Bomb into it and giving it defense boost to stamina. But I got sniped, and I really underestimated how terrible the remaining ground types were, and so yeah, next mon is Torterra, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not excited for this guy. Like, yeah, he is useful, he's pretty bulky, has Wide Guard, which my team doesn't have at all so far. It can actually set up a Shell Smash because I have a Redirection and Friend Guard. So yeah, I could potentially see it doing something, but it's still just not a good Pokemon, dude. I'm not excited to use this thing. But yeah, this is my ground type. If I didn't already say it is a ground resist too. But yeah, last but not least, we have 2 points remaining for 2 mons. So I grabbed these 2 fucking shitters, like this one and this one. They will quite literally not come into any games. I've sent them to champions just for tourism. I named this thing that because I genuinely hate this Pokemon with a burning passion. Oh, also, by the way, this Pokemon will be named the Chosen One because because of a joke in the CMM chat about my spiritual journey to find a ground type. So, yeah. Yeah, by the way, you cannot nickname recruited mons that are not permanently recruited, basically. So yeah, this is why this doesn't have a name. If it comes to a game, I will permanently recruit it and name it. So yeah, that's my draft analysis for CMM Mudkip. If you're excited for my return to Pokemon and the start of my journey into VGC, leave a like, leave a sub and all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, peace out everyone.